We have time for number 24.
Sure do.
Got 5
Got
minutes.
5 minutes.
The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve and execute Contract Maintenance Form Number 1, increasing and extending the contract with MVC LLC DBA Mulitivista for photographic documentation of the Geauga County Courthouse Expansion Project, extending the contract 365 days, 1 year, through April 28, 2026, or until the project completion, and increasing the contract $8,784 for 12 months, billed at $732 a month, for a new total contract amount of $25,509. This is, they're photographing the entire construction as it goes on so that you have a record of where the wires are in the wall, where the pipes are in the wall. Is that a pretty good description, Lee, of what they're doing?
Yes.
Just so that,
Very
you
helpful.
know, when somebody wants to hang something on the wall, we're not putting a nail through a.
Right. Well, I assume there's a liability issue, correct, as well, just to make sure that they're doing what they're saying they're doing, or is that not part of it?
It's the best way of keeping a record of what's going on.
Yeah.
It's forever there. It's easy to go look back at. You forgot something or
How often are they coming to photograph?
courthouse come out about once a month.
Okay. And I mean, I see the company's based out of the Columbus area. Is that where they're coming from? Columbus?
Sure.
Okay. And when is the projected completion of the courthouse project?
December.
Oh, so it's December of this year? Okay, so then I don't want to approve this till April 2026. I think we should cut it off.
Well, it is cut off because it says until
Well,
project completion.
Yeah, but I mean, that gives them a little more leeway than I'm comfortable with. Personally, I'd rather, you know, do this for 6 months or a little tighter window.
I can't change a contract at the table. Or do you want us to pull it?
The current contract goes through April 28th of 25. The current one, so the extension goes through April.
I mean,
26th.
my personal experience with these sort of like repeating contracts is they're more likely to keep charging us than if we had a 6 months deal.
So this contract is for 6 more weeks.
Yes,
So we
the
could-
current one does not expire until April 28th.
Oh, I see what you're
So we
saying.
could table
So
it
we could
So you
table
could
it.
table
and then add or subtract in the contract language.
Do you have an opinion on this, Commissioner Spitaleri?
No. And you're putting drywall over it. I mean, I think that's, if they're only coming out one time a month, I really don't think that we're getting the full aspect of what that
Yeah,
service really should be, you know, and I don't know if it is once a month or,
yeah, I'm kind of curious, like, what's the
Yeah.
hourly rate? Like, are they coming out for 1 hour or is it, you know what I mean? And I mean, they're not editing these photos like you would with like a
Right.
family photo shoot or whatever.
I'm not sure. I mean, I think that is a concern for that service and it's fairly healthy price to be paying for a road trip once a month to come in and photograph stuff. I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm not a building, builder, but I think that you can probably close up a lot of areas in a month's time.
Lee, you have a response?
Well, the contractor has daily photos and we, as the architects, come out with weekly photos. We are tracking what's happening, like you say, in a month's time. They're coming out and just doing a one-time shoot of all the rooms and then that's a record of what happened in that month.
So this is the third photo that's being done. So there's three different companies doing photos every.
But as architects, we're responsible for go out and view the site. So we take photos all the time. The contractor who's building always takes photos just of what they're building daily. They have a daily report. So they put photos in their daily reports.
So this sounds more ceremonial than it sounds like as far as like need for, for what we're really looking for is if the contractor is doing that in that scope of what they're taking photographs of and you guys are taking photos, why do we really need these people?
Well, this Mulitivista, so the company, they will go into every single room and they shoot a 360 of that room. And then you can search, by date of what would it look like on that month, but they do every single room. I mean, contractor does not do every single room.
I mean,
And it's like a third party too. It's like a third party that's documenting it.
I don't know, but I guess to be totally honest with you, the difference is this, is that's maybe great as far as, you know, that would make really neat video of start to finish, you know, it's like somebody's putting a camera up and speed, you know, speed sensing it from when the sun rose and sun set on over a lakefront. That may be what would be nice about that, but as far as the documentation of actual work, of actual wiring and, you know, the nuts and bolts of the building, I don't know if that's really the goal of this, right? I don't know, it just troubles me that if we're filming, I mean, in this, listen, there's no secrets. This job has totally gone off the rails as far as add-ons and add-ons and add-ons and more add-ons. And an hour, you know, and it's like, you know, I don't know, $24,000 to take some pictures of some progress that's already being done. I mean, I don't know. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it seems like
Vote on it.
belts and suspenders approach.
If I may add something, I'm by far not the best person to talk about this, but I have been around a few of the conversations that where this has been discussed. The idea is that this company categorizes all the photographs, if I'm understanding correctly, to where you can search them up by room at your fingertips. If you should ever want to, say, hang a picture or install something, and it prevents you from, you know, tacking into a live wire or hitting a pipe and causing additional damage, which down the road could be catastrophic.
And
But
I'm
like,
okay with that.
But like, who's gonna do that? Like, people are just gonna put the picture on the wall. They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go search for this photo in this.
What's
Huge
in the
database.
database,
I
so
mean,
it's easily searchable when.
I just don't see the average employee doing that.
I assume maintenance will have access to this. I don't know all there is to know. I only know a little bit, which is dangerous, but this is what I'm being told, that this is what new government buildings have in order to prevent, you know, damage down the road from, say, subsequent construction, or if you need to move something, or if you need to install something. They'll have all this at their fingertips and they can.
So I think you said the key word there, government, and that usually is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I think that the reality is that if they're here today and in 30 days, there could be a lot going on in one room of, you know, wiring, pipes, you know, whatever the case may be, and drywall hung, that when you come back for your picture, it's a finished room. Today it's a shell. So I don't know. I don't know enough of it to sit here and argue about it, but it just, the sound of it in 30 days, you know, when somebody tells me that.
Table it and we'll take a deep dive and bring back to you more information to where you can feel comfortable one way or the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, the thing I'm thinking about too is like, at a certain point, the drywall goes up, right? So then they're putting in, you know, the flooring and the finishing touches. And like, do we need a photo every 30 days when they're putting in tile or millwork or whatever? I wouldn't think so. I would think that whatever the architect and so forth are doing is probably sufficient.
Okay, call for this vote.
I have a motion in a second. I have Commissioner Spitaler's,
Oh,
Commissioner Brady,
aye.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes. Okay, now we'll go back to item 14.